So political pressure is on, and there seems to be a certain amount of rethinking happening on the nuclear liability bill. Sources have told NDTV that a parliamentary standing committee examined the bill today. What they said is essentially that the government is willing to amend key provisions in the nuclear liability bill. Let's go over to Sandeep Phukan, who joins us now on the phone line to get more on this. Phukan, what exactly are your sources saying? What is going to be looked at, and which are the provisions which will really be looked at closely?
Well, actually, which are the provisions that they will have a relook at is not very clear at this stage. But a couple of things. Today, the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Science and Technology, they examined this issue, and coming as it does exactly a day after the verdict on the Bhopal gas tragedy, the members of Parliament belonging to the CPM and the RJD really grilled the government representative. In this case, of course, the government was represented by the Secretary of the Department of Atomic Energy. And our sources have told us that, the government is very clear that they are open to suggestions, they are open to amendments, and they will certainly look at key provisions that would make the Nuclear Civil Liability Bill a much tougher law. Well, some of the contentious issues really, Kajori, is the fact that the liability has been capped at 500 crores for the operator. The nuclear supplier gets away completely. In fact, the nuclear supplier has not been brought under any kind of liability as it exists today in the civil nuclear liability bill. So that's another point of contention between the opposition and the government. So these are issues that need to be thrashed out, and sources in the parliamentary panel told us that the government has expressed its willingness to amend key provisions of the bill today. Of course, this is something that has also been sort of set on record by the Prime Minister, who said that, once the parliamentary panel examines this bill in detail, the government would be open to accommodate all views across the spectrum. Ajori.
Tuba.com